Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful morning thus far. We're going to get started on today's reading. I'm going to choose 3 cards from this deck, 3 messages from this deck, and we're also going to then go into the golden deck and see what beautiful messages Spirit may have for you there. I do offer a $20 reading. You can click on the description below the video if you're interested and email me. All right, first card is the Strength card. Okay, so all of you have an inner strength that you may or may not be unaware of. Okay, so if you're not feeling strong today, they implore you to reach deep down inside of yourself and pull up on your strength. That is it's innate. It's inside of you. We all have it. Okay, it is something that you might want to do to release these harsh judgments. Okay, so you need to release these judgments, and this is the time that we're doing it in. There's a lot of talk about the energy and release. If you look at the Schumann resonance charts and you listen to the people on YouTube who are doing videos on these charts, they're talking about, you know, when the energy comes in and moments of release, and you can actually see the release light coming in on the charts. Okay, so right now this is the moment that we're doing this in. We are releasing old harms and hurts from the past, going all the way back as far as you can remember, even possibly into past lives. Okay, we need to release these judgments and give forgiveness and have compassion. Now, when we talk about forgiveness, please understand that the forgiveness is not really for the person who has harmed you. It is more for you. When you just say the words, I forgive you, you don't have to have warm and fuzzy feelings toward this person. You don't have to go meet them or shake their hand or see them even. But just saying the words, I forgive you for trespassing upon me, gives you the release and the strength to move forward. Because when we continuously think about things from the past that have hurt us, it sits in our subconscious mind, it never leaves us, and we don't realize it, but it affects us in every, and I mean every aspect of our lives. So this is for you so that you can move forward in your lifetime and have the beautiful things come in and not have any of these emotional blockages. Okay, you are very generous, and this is a very successful time for you due to your generosity, but more so than that, you're also very professional and responsible. And they're saying that to confidently accept these opportunities you're offered. Okay, so basically you have this Midas touch they're talking about. Everything you touch is turning to gold. And things never used to be like this for you, but you'll find that as you move forward and you're raising your vibration and working on yourself, these things are going to start coming in super fast and super easy for you. You're already noticing that things are improving. Your relationships, okay, and I'm not speaking of the ones that are really bad and, you know, you were once very much in love and that love is over, it's gone. Okay, that would be a little harder to say that those type of relationships are improving. It's difficult to start over when you've spent too much time, more than you should have. You should have left a while ago. And those of you who have stayed for different reasons, maybe because you're fearful, maybe it's financial, it's time. It's time to figure out how to create your own finances. You are definitely in a situation right now where you absolutely can do this. Most of you can. All right. So you're very confident at this time, and this is a time for success. This is your time for success. The opportunities coming in are just a windfall of opportunities. They're saying that to confidently accept the opportunities, okay, because you have a Midas touch. So where someone else might take up this opportunity and not do well, you can pretty much take anything and it will turn to gold. Okay. Okay. So you've planted some seeds, even those of you who are not aware of it. and you're going through or have just gone through this temporary pause in action, and you've been concerned and worried about things may be feeling like they're just not moving. Are you feeling stuck in time, just like everything's boring, everything is just the same as it were yesterday? You need excitement, you need something new in your life. That is because your old life is going away, literally. Okay, we are going into a time where AI is taking over. There's, companies are going away. I'm sure you've noticed that, when you're out and about and you're driving around, you're saying, oh my gosh, that store that was around since I was little is closed. It's gone. Okay, so there is proof out there, if your eyes are open, that the old world is crumbling right before your eyes. This is no reason to feel fearful, because it's making room for a brand new world with brand new things. And you can see that there's a lot of things going on in this card, okay? But, this is a temporary pause they're talking about. So, yes, it's going to feel like there's nothing happening and we're between timelines. And by the way, speaking of timelines, yesterday I went through the craziest situation where I felt vibration moving through my body, like unbelievably so. And I just felt stress like just a very harsh stress, where my heart just felt like it was going to pound out of my chest. And the normal things that I do to calm myself from these very heavy energies coming in was not working for me last night. Come to find out this morning, through a very spiritual friend of mine, that we jumped a timeline last night, according to the Schumann resonance. So very interesting. If you felt that way, please comment below. If you felt any kind of intense pain or sleeplessness or something out of the ordinary last night, I'm very interested. All right, guys, this is about love. All right, I'm seeing a lot of you finding love. This is for those of you who maybe don't want it or have wanted it, think you want it or don't think you want it. It's coming. It's coming in. This is for you. Those of you who are single, looking for someone. Okay, so this is for a lot of you feeling like there's nobody worthy of you out there. And you might be right, okay? This is not about being full of yourself, and it's not about being, pompous or, letting your, just thinking too well of yourself. It has nothing to do with that. It's you have come to know that you are the most important thing. And Spirit will also acknowledge that you are the most important thing, because you are the light bringer. You are leading the charge right now. You agreed to be here at this time in the age of Aquarius to lead the charge and spread the light. And if it weren't for you, we would not be able to be jumping timelines or moving into a new earth. By now, we probably would have been no more. We would have gotten taken over by other entities or other people that are trying to keep their power. Okay, so enough of that said. I'm moving on to tell you that you are the most important thing, and you're feeling, a lot of you, like there's no one out there that meets the criteria, basically. Okay, I am seeing this person coming in. They are looking very abundant. You need to find someone who is vibrating on your level, and that person is absolutely out there. The problem may be that you're always rushing. You're always just maybe feeling like when you're ready, it's out of loneliness. And this may sound silly, but you shouldn't be looking for somebody because you're lonely. That shouldn't be the only thing anyway, okay? Because that drives us to rushing. That drives us into, the first person that shows interest, we're like, I'm in. Okay, this is like, you really, if you want to find a person that you're going to get along with, that you're going to mesh with, and hopefully never, if you marry later, not get divorced, you have to vet this person and make sure they're vibrating on your level. You are going to see a justice in this. You are going to see this beautiful person is going to waltz into your life at some point. They might not be waltzing, but you are going to be meeting a very abundant person that is bringing in love and justice. Okay, so again, I'm seeing people moving away from you, and you don't understand why some people are starting to separate, starting to become more distant, just kind of, uh, you know, leaving and moving toward other people. And for some of you, this is it's bothering you because you're thinking like, why? What's going on? What am I doing? These are decisions people are making because of how powerful your aura is and what they get around you. They really can compete with you, and their thinking is a lot different. So your thinking has changed about a lot of things, and there is, you're going to find more and more that you just cannot be around certain people because of the way they think and the things that they're doing and the way that they're acting. All right, I'm seeing a lot of you are holding on to things, things that have to do good things. These are good things. All right, so anything good, it looks like you're grasping onto, and this is like your new path. Okay, so you're going for what behooves you, and you're moving away from the things that don't. Perfect. Okay, all of you are coming into yourselves, your empathic abilities, and just even if you don't realize you're an empath, you are. And this intuitiveness, this strong intuitiveness that you have, has you knowing now that it's time to move away from the negative. You don't have to feel these negative emotions anymore. And I do see this Wheel of Fortune in the center, just to remind us of what is coming. Good things are coming, beautiful things are coming in, and I've already begun to hear about them. Okay, so something not so good here that you're going to get clarity, Aquarius. Okay, I'm seeing that you are moving toward a lot of things that are going to bring in happiness. But first, there is something here. There's like one thing left, it looks like, for a lot of you, that you, it's like you have a fondness for this person or this place, even though you know in your heart that this is not good for you. It's kind of like a comfort for you. It's like a comfort food. It's not good for you and you know it, but somehow it's just bringing in some kind of feeling of comfort. And this is something that you think you want, but in reality, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of that. All right, it's time to put this into motion now. Let's see if we can get more on this. Yes, you're transitioning. You are going to move away from whatever this is, and I am seeing more positive things showing up in your life as you leave that last thing behind you. This is going to acquire your strength. That's why those cards were saying to pull on your inner strength and your wisdom. Okay, use your smarts and get away from the negativity. Now is the time. Okay, the endings and the stress of endings can be very, very emotional. So some of you may still be knowing that you're in a situation that is harmful to you and not allowing you to move forward and not bringing in happiness for you. But still in all, it's comfortable. It's very comfortable, okay? It's time for you to push past your comfort zone. It's time for you to move into these new dimensions and these new areas of strength, because you are so much more than who you think you are. I'm talking to a lot of you who are stuck in these situations, people, places, and things that are not allowing you to push past these things, push past them to get into your full potential. Are they talking about your full potential? You have everything you need inside of you to just pull out of these things now and bring yourself into your full potential. Yes, so it's time to move on from these relationships that are no longer serving you. These are romantic relationships we're speaking about. Know who you are. Don't sacrifice your needs for somebody else, and don't use excuses like well, I don't want to hurt this person. I don't want to make them feel bad, or they don't have enough money to live without me, or it's time. You must absolutely think of yourself and pull yourself up, okay? Otherwise, if you don't do this, you will never reach your full potential. You will always be seeing yourself wanting to be in some kind of comfort zone. Okay, so the objective is to reach down and grab that inner strength that we all have inside, and then the sky is the limit for you. I'm seeing you starting over. I'm seeing you meeting new people, a new person, a romantic relationship like never before, okay? And finally releasing these burdens that are unnecessary. So you're going from feeling alone and alone in your plight to understanding that in the past you were looking at other people to bring in the happiness. You were looking at, well, if I find someone who's going to love me, then I'll be happy. Or if this person would just say this or that, then I'll be happy. Or if I could get this kind of situation, or find a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, a husband, any of those things to make me happy. You have been, let down. You have been disappointed over and over again. And this is getting in the way of who you truly are and knowing yourself. Okay? Wouldn't you agree that you should know yourself better than anybody else? It's you, right? So once you come into yourself, your authenticity, and accept for yourself, accept yourself regarding who you really are, by not agreeing with people just to agree with them, or not agreeing with them because you're afraid of what they're going to say about you, or that they'll kick you out of the circle, or whatever that is. It is time to just be yourself and celebrate yourself. Okay, once you do that and you are confident in yourself, that other person is waiting for you in the wings, waiting to meet you, and they are also vibrating on your level, and they are also very confident persons that are going to be vibrating on your level. All right, so it's just the way that you're thinking about things. Once you put yourself first, there's no stopping you, because in all aspects of your life you will then be able to move forward. Especially, it's a good exercise, guys, to push past your fears, because no matter how fearful you are, and no matter how long you've been in a fearful situation, once you push past a fear, it doesn't have to be the big one, but once you push past a fear, you gain this strength, because you say to yourself, wow, I did it, and I'm fine. And I can celebrate that. That's a milestone. Okay, and once you realize that no matter how things look, how fearful you might be, once you push past these things, you just become stronger and stronger, like a superhero, okay? Be your own superhero. That's the message here. I'm seeing, even if you're confused, sad, and you're in this stuck situation, okay, pushing past your fear, pushing you right out of these situations, finding your own way will build your confidence. It will make your cup overflow with joy and happiness, and you will only grow from that time on. Things will just continue to get better for you. All right, I am going to end on this note, guys. If you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you tomorrow.